Good morning. How art thou? How is everyone? What is going on? I am here early this morning, early in the morning. Hey, L Love. Hey, Nappy Child, Regina, Volvo, and those people who might be in the bushes. So, every now and again, there's a moment of exigence. That's what we'll call it. That's our word of the day, exigence. Um, And every time, not every time, but there are moments that come along where you feel urged to speak and tell some people some things. And so I had a moment like that. It was more so yesterday. And so hey, Mr. Pisces, hey, Nappy Child. And I kind of slept on it and I said, oh, the moment will pass. And when the morning comes, I'll be good and I won't feel urged to say something and speak out. But I slept on that thing and I talked about it. Um, and yeah, well, I got some things to say this morning. I ain't gonna be here for like hours and hours and hours, but I do want to say a couple things. Hey Tanya, hey Golden Vibe. Good morning to all. Good morning. Um, Let me take you down a little, paint a little picture for you, okay? I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a part of the beef sector, but I would say that I'm beef sector adjacent. Um, I used to be enthralled in the beef sector. I used to be out there windmilling sometimes from time to time, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm beef sector adjacent. Jason, hey Quintessential, hey Jay Parrish. Um, and but I be in bushes and I look at videos and stuff like that. And let me paint a little picture for you. There are some people descended from the Caucasus Mountains that have come over and said some things to the beef sector that were rightfully so deemed bigoted and racist. And in the beef sector, which is predominantly African American or Black people, I don't care how hard a white person is in the YouTube streets windmilling and dragging bitches up and down the YouTube streets. I don't care how hard they're doing that. I don't care how mad they are. I don't care how angry they get. By no stretch of the imagination would anybody in the beef sector ever, ever, ever be okay if out of that white person's mouth they uttered the N word. At the moment that that white person uttered the N word, you would have dozens of videos up and down the motherfucking YouTube streets in the beef sector dragging this motherfucker from here to there, up, down, back and forth. Okay. they will be reading circles, squares, and triangles around that young man or woman. So I want to paint that picture for you because we've seen shit all over and over and over again. And I'm speaking to all of my people in the beef sector, because there are a lot of us in this beef sector or beef sector adjacent that falls under the Rainbow Coalition. If you are one of the L's, the G, the B's, the G's, the T's, the Q's, the I's, the A's, and every other letter that's out there, at a certain point, we got to say fuck you to some of the people in the beef sector. There are some people who are out here in the beef sector that quote unquote come under the guise of being allies and come under the guise of I don't have a problem with people in the community, in the LGBTQIA community. But when you call your stinking ass, and if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. If you feel some kind of way, if you feel I'm talking directly to you, then I am. Because if you have to question whether I'm talking directly to you, I am. There are people who, and I'll fault myself, there are some people who y'all see it for that we have looked past when you people have been homophobic and disrespectful. And I don't give a frog's fat ass how much the fuck your stinking ass is angry, how much you in the streets windmilling, how much the fuck you is mad to the point where you are fucking salivating. When your stinking ass come out your mouth and use F bombs, and I don't care how horrible the person is, I don't care how awful the person is, I don't care how much the fuck you out here call yourself windmilling, okay? If an F bomb flies out of your house, out of your mouth, I mean, there's no conversation you can have. There's no, see, at this point, and I think we've given way too many passes, we have to give a zero tolerance policy on this type of situation. At the moment that the words pop out of your mouth, you are homophobic. You're not aligned with me, and you are categorically just as against me as you are this person you call yourself windmilling with. I don't care who see it for you. I don't care how respected you believe that you are. If you are not a member of the community, the L, G, the B, the Q, the I, and the A, but you out here in moments of anger and fits of anger, calling yourself, using that term to come against somebody that you don't like because they either are in the community or you want to, and sometimes they try to do it to people who may not identify as being in the community, but they want to throw that term out to belittle them or castigate them, which is just as bad. If that is you, I am saying this to you. You can eat my ass. And the rest of the members of my community can be saying it too. I've heard it over the past few days, and it is awful. And I said to myself, self, why are we sitting here as members of the community and allowing these people? I don't care who you are. You could be the greatest of the greats and the lowest of the lows. Go watch your own videos. And if you see it flying out of your mouth over the last week or so, I'm talking to you. Fuck you and fuck your life. Because what we're not going to do is sit here anymore and just allow you to just throw out all kinds of horrible things. Seeing, knowing, and acknowledging that you're homophobic, seeing, knowing, and acknowledging that you're the worst of us, and just let it fly, because people who we're aligned with see it for you, or people who majority of the people that call themselves in the sector say, oh, we like so and so. I don't like you. And hopefully the members of the Rainbow Coalition, we can categorically say as a unit, we don't like you either. Just like as Black people, we don't like people who call Black people the N-word. We don't respect, and we want no parts of you people. I've heard F-bombs thrown out there this weekend when we're referring to gay people. I've heard the B word, and not the BITCH word. I'm talking about the BD word thrown out there when referencing or talking about lesbians, or trying to call somebody lesbian, things like that. And these are some of the most heinous terms in the world. Now let's be clear here. Let me be very clear. You calling me the F-bomb does not hurt me, does not bother me, doesn't get under my skin because I've heard it so many times before, to the point where I don't let that word bother me specifically. But guess what? There's some young boy that may be gay or struggling with his own sexuality. There's some young girl that may be struggling with her sexuality. And when you try to make a woman feel bad by calling her a lesbian, by terming her with the BD word, the bull D word, or you call some other man the F bomb, then what that does is that proliferates the homophobia. That proliferates the fact that you think that it's wrong for this person just to be fuck who they are. And I'm gonna tell you, your stinking ass is for wrong for being the fuck who you are. Because what you are is a hateful, evil, awful bitch. That's what you are. You are the lowest of us. You are the type of person who nobody wants any part of. And I've heard the shit said over and over this week. And I don't give a fuck how much you windmilling. I feel bad for your family. I feel bad for your kids because you probably are the same parent that was around here raising horrible ass kids that continue to proliferate this same type of hatred across the fruited plains. You are the horrible type of person who we need removed from the human species. As some of you all looking at you all, it looks like that's already happening because what it appears to me, some of y'all are, dealing with all kinds of, grocery lists of, medical, issues already, but you want to start calling people names. So it looks like, Mother Nature and karma is handling that for us. So we're, working on getting you removed from the human species. But it's time out, and I would hope that my fellow members of the community won't sit and be on channels and be on stream yards and stuff like that. There's no need for us to explain who we are. There's no need for us to apologize for being who we are. There's no need for us to try to throw out olive branches to people who don't want olive branches. I'm not throwing the olive branch and try to, be amicable and amenable and see how we can, work it out and reconcile with people when you have used these terms over and over and over and over and over fucking again. You don't want to get any better. You'll tell me that because you don't want to lose, friends, or you don't want to lose, subscribers, or you don't want to lose people who, may help you in your raggedy ass channel. But let's be clear, you really want no parts of doing away with your homophobia. You just want to play nice for a little while, let it die over, and then a month or two from now, you out here saying the same thing again. Fuck you. Go somewhere and die. That's the best thing that can happen to some of you people. I remember growing up, my grandfather used to say, son, the best way to get rid of racism, some of these people gonna have to die. And some of y'all who are just as homophobic and blatant in your homophobia, you're just gonna have to die. You're gonna have to die off because there's no way to change your mind about that. And I'm gonna go even further because a lot of you people have entered the conversation after having reactions to Lil Nas X and after feeling some kind of way about what he decided to put out there, and now you have become this spokesperson for whatever deity that you think is out there. So now you are, telling people all about how horrible it is to be, people are making choices now to be, homosexual. People are going to hell and all of these, this, then the third. We got all that going on. The homophobes have come out of hiding after, they're losing their minds over Lil Nas X. These are the same people who, back in the day, they were listening to all kinds of fuck shit. Y'all was over here watching the Adina Howards of the world throw it back on people, the Lil Cams of the world throw it back and bump it and bop into it. I had no problem with it. Hell, some of y'all still to this day be out here throwing it back. But y'all want to have a problem with that young man because he's expressing his sexuality in the fullness thereof. Y'all need to find yourself a friend or find yourself a fucking hole to fall into. That's what the fuck needs to happen. And I am calling out the members of the Rainbow Coalition. If you are an L, a B, a G, a Q, a T, a I, a or whatever letter you fall into, it's time for you to call out these people. It's time for you to stop sitting on people's panels. It's time for you to stop the fuck being in people's chats that mean you no good. And they'll come under the guise that they mean good, but let the motherfucker get angry and let the motherfucker get bothered by something. And the first thing out their mouth is something that reminds you that they can't stand your stinking ass. They were just tolerating you because maybe you gave them something. Maybe you gave them a cash app of money. Maybe you gave them the numbers that they needed in their chat. Maybe you they allowed you because you aligned with them, and it caused other people to align with them as well. But we need to call these people out, and we need to say to these people, no more, no more, no more. No, I'm not watching people who do this. And I don't care how good you are. I don't care how much people see it for you. I just had somebody send me a DM and ask me, could I drop a link? Hold on, y'all. Let me see something here. But we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Not in this last and evil day. The time has come. The time has come. Damn it. Can I even drop the link in my own goddamn chat? Hold on. But I saw that shit this weekend. I've seen it not just this weekend, but going all the way back to last week. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if you think I was talking about you, I am. Because if you have to question whether or not you think I'm talking about you, that means that you've already done something and you know you have. So I'm talking about you. And if you think I'm talking about you, fuck you and fuck your life. How about that? And if you got a problem with it, go ahead, speak about it, make your own video. But please understand that when you click the goddamn button and you make your videos and you make your responses or whatever, please understand we will have a response categorically. And I'm being quite nice right now. I'm being very nice and amenable, being very tempered this morning. But please understand. See, here's the problem. Here's the uncomfortable part that we're gonna talk about. The uncomfortable part about all of this is, as much as y'all can't stand us, so many people want to be like us. So many people want to um so many people want to walk like us, talk like us, sashay like us, sway like us. So many people want to have our tongue. So many people want to have our vernacular. So many people want to have our way with words. There is an obsession with the Rainbow Coalition. There is. And that obsession sometimes morphs itself into hate. It exposes itself with pure hatred and envy all of the time. It's okay. But please understand, we ain't sitting back. You may call us punks and sissies, but by no stretch of the imagination are we punks and or sissies. By every stretch of the imaginations, we will wear your ass out. Mother says it all the time. Y'all don't want a battle between the straight women and the black gay man. You won't win. See, that's the part that he always never said. He said, yeah, y'all don't want no parts of that. But the part that he, for your sake and conveniently leaves out is, you won't win. And that's the uncomfortable part. That's the uncomfortable part. You won't win. You won't, unfortunately. I'm glad I was able to get that out. I had to say that because I almost came on here and started naming names, but I ain't gonna name names. I ain't gonna do that. We're gonna let the people get in their feelings and wonder if it's them. And if you have to wonder if it's you, it is. Because I was really ready to come on here and name names, but we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna be real nice and tempered this morning. But please understand that somebody had to do something and somebody had to say something, because I see too many of us sitting around and too many of us just sitting around here just allowing people to do and say stuff. Nobody is saying anything and everybody's okay with it, and everybody wants to be on somebody's panel or align themselves or subject themselves to fuck shit and fuckery that they don't have to subject themselves to. And I don't even understand it, because there are members of the community that align themselves and subject themselves to the homophobia of people. And when you look at them people, you're looking like, wait a minute, this person is way beneath where you are, or way beneath, what you put out there. Child. I don't know if the coalition owns YouTube, Jason. What's good, Jason? But we don't own YouTube, but let's just put it like this. They don't want no parts of this. Because we likes to fight over here. We've had to fight. You know how Oprah, the Color Purple say, all my life I had to fight. All our lives we have had to fight, and so we're good at it. We are here for it. We are here for the fight. And you don't want these parts. You don't want any parts of this war that I'm not gonna even say people that try to have a war, because I ain't gonna put it like in those terms, but people are doing and saying things that, and they've done it over and over and over. I'm not gonna say they just started doing it. They've been doing it. We just have ignored it. Good morning, Hazel. And we've just allowed people, hey Nikki, to get away with it. And I'm just gonna say no more, because the longer we allow you people to get away with it, the more you do it, and the more egregious it becomes, and the more blatant you are with it, and it's tired, it's old. um and I'm not saying that it's everybody, but you know who you are. I'm not saying that there isn't a peaceful relationship that can't be had between the coalition, the Rainbow Coalition, and other members of YouTube and or the beef sector. But if you want to make it that way, you can. I don't know. Anybody have any thoughts about this? If not, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drink some more coffee. Hey, Fayette. I'm a drink some coffee. I did drop the link if anybody wants to come on to converse with me on this. Before I go and drink my coffee, get ready for work. But I had to come and say something, because I ain't even went. I'm not gonna even go down the whole road. I'm just saying that I saw a lot of this come out when people were calling themselves discussing Lil Nas X and so forth. Um, and also when people call themselves windmilling out here. Um, yeah. Get a dictionary, in the immortal words of my good friend Alonzo Lebron. I need to call Alonzo. But get a dictionary, okay? And find some better words. Find better ways with which to, read somebody or so forth. No, I take that back. Continue to do that so we can see you for who you are. I ain't gonna even tell you to go find better work, because then that means that you hide your homophobia and stuff like that. No, go ahead and continue to do what you do so we can see you for who you are and not be surprised later on. Oh boy. Anyway, as I would say in my classroom, any questions, comments, concerns, and or rude remarks that need to be made? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Discernment doesn't require to say ish out loud. Tell her, hey Fayette, what's going on? Some of y'all done came up in this chat and I ain't even get a chance to say hi to y'all. Hey, BB Nice. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Ashton. Right to be told. Some of y'all done rolled up in here. Hey, Mother, the Lady Q. The Wiley. Wiley. Hey, Wiley. Lord. Hey, Lex Max. Some of y'all rolled up in here and I didn't even say hi to y'all. I'm just being all disrespectful, but I had to get some stuff out. I had to get it out uh, before I went about my day. Anyway, um, that's all I got for y'all this morning. I ain't have too much to talk about this morning. Hey, Brianna. Hey, Crispies. And like I said, anybody else want to come on before I click the button and come off? Because or if you want to come on and ask me if am I talking about you, I can probably tell you that, but you won't. People won't do that. Hey, Button Jessica. Hey, my love. You know what? Or anybody that is in the community that want to come on here and add to the conversation or say something, you can. But it's time out. It is. I'm sick of it. It is time out. And like I said, all members of the letter people, there at some point you have to take a stand. At some point you have to say enough is enough. And there are people in the beef sector that have been allowed to live way too long. Y'all don't let these people live way too long. Way too fucking long. That's it. That's it. That's the long and short of it. That is the long and short of it. They're gonna be quiet now. They're gonna be quiet now. You see what I'm saying? And then they'll be on their lives and on people's panels later today with their, bigotry and homophobia. Anyway, as I always say before I end these things, I love y'all. I love you. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions made to me and or the channel. I will, I'll be in the streets, in the bushes, like I always am. Sometimes in the bushes, you got to be careful because you might get bit by ants. But I'll be in the bushes. I'll be watching. Now, this is the warning shot. Call this the warning shot because after this, we just gonna start naming names and calling people out because we just not gonna sit back and allow you people to continue to disrespect the community. We're just not going to do that. We're just going to start calling people out at this point. It is what it is. Be mad. Get upset. We ain't just going to sit here and just not say nothing about it. Oh, boy. Now, I see you in the background. I see you, sir. Before I click this link and let you up here, sir, are you going to do the right thing? Put a thumbs up if you're going to be on your best behavior, sir. Are you going to be on your best behavior, sir? Put a thumbs up. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good
How
morning.
are
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How you doing?
I'm good, Wiley. How are you?
I'm just so amazed that you are live today. You're so beautiful. You're my beautiful.
Oh, God, Wiley.
I just,
Wiley.
I was just saying
Wiley.
you're beautiful. I can't say you're beautiful.
That's fine. Thank you, Wiley. Do you have anything to add to the discussion? Hey, Lamone, what's going on,
I just want
Lamone?
to see you do a panel show. I miss you. You used to do panel shows. I used to see you online. Is
I'm
everything
still
okay?
here. Listen, I'm still around. We still do our chats. We still have people come on. We just you know how you kind of said I'm moving on from the beef,
Yeah.
and I'm doing my other thing, my other thug dizzle. That's what I'm doing. I just moved on. And I'm doing my other thing, and I am enjoying myself. But you be in bushes, you see things, you still watch it, you still make sure you pay attention, and and what I'm saying is, I sit and watch, and I see things, and some of these people are horrible, horrible. And I think those of us in the community, we have allowed it to proliferate and perpetuate in the beef sector and in the community. And the beef sector be out here windmilling against the racists and things like that. But then they're, still allowing people to be around here being homophobic and being okay with it. No, absolutely not. And
I,
we got to start calling people out and start naming names.
we should start calling people out, and I'm glad that you started it. Um, I'm really glad. I would think that Jay Wilson should call people out because he's a minister. He should call people out as well. He should be the first one calling them out because he's a preacher.
Oh God, here you go. Here you
I'm just saying, he's a preacher. He should be the first one calling them out. Okay, I'm just all
don't
right.
know any. I don't think I'm not gonna say who or what should be the first one calling any or anybody out, but I think
Okay,
we all should be calling people out. How about that? Anybody that's one of the letter people should be calling people out
absolutely.
because
Abs-
it's getting bad and it's not getting any better. And it's people who other people see it for. People who are very much looked at favorably. That doesn't make it okay.
it does.
Just like when you think about some white people in the public media who people saw it for, said something that was deemed racist or egregious, they immediately had a fall from grace, did they not?
Absolutely.
But here in the community are expected to just accept a lot of the things that are said and the heinous acts that are committed upon us. And these people don't have any um, you know, repercussions that happen to them. Matter of fact, some of them continue to get more popular, and we have to stop that. Otherwise, and like I said, it doesn't me individually, L Teddy 27, you calling me an F bomb is not gonna bother me. But some little boy that's growing up should not have to be subjected to that term because every time they hear it, they're made to feel like they are a horrible
Yeah.
person. They were born wrong. And that's why you have kids committing suicide and all kinds of other things. And enough is enough. Mm-mm,
You're
mm-mm.
so right about that. I wish more brothers and sisters speak out because it's not good using those terms. I don't use it anymore. I'm straight, so I'm straight. So
Oh, dear
I
God.
don't use that term anymore. Okay, I don't put
You,
nothing in my
you,
mouth but salute.
while you straight now, you doing the cooch now. You playing in the lady pond now. You going over there.
I am straight. Okay, praise him. But I don't even use the F word anymore because I feel like that's an offensive term. So I just tell my straight brothers and sisters don't use it. And if they use it in front of me, I corrected them right there on the spot.
What?
I'm telling you.
Oh,
I love you, Elton. You one of my favorites.
oh,
I really,
man. Well, I'll be watching you over there or your I be in the bushes. I be seeing you over there doing your little thing, your little thug dizzle, making a way for yourself. Continue what you do. I'm gonna call it your thug dizzle since you straight now. I'm straight too. I just have big feathers. You know what I'm
you can
saying?
always come, be on my panel. I would love to sit and talk with you. You're always welcome, and I love your channel
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
because
send the invite.
I
Come
missed
on.
you on the Jumblers panel. You added something to that panel, and I'm like, man, I showed Miss L Teddy
Okay.
because the rest of these people put me right to sleep. I said, where is L
You
Teddy?
know, we're not gonna talk about people
We ain't
who
gonna say nothing. I'm just
uh,
saying, I can't even talk. When I see that, I go right to sleep. As soon as that come
don't.
up, I go
I'm
right.
not gonna let you sit on this panel and talk about. I know you try to come at my good friend, and I ain't gonna let you sit up here and try to come at my good friend
No,
over
I ain't
there.
gonna let you. I ain't gonna come at that. So, if you in Dallas, we can go out for lunch or coffee. If you in Dallas, I don't know if you stay in Dallas or not.
No, no, no. I'm not in Dallas. I'm not in Dallas. I will be in Houston. Um, I think I'm going to Splash. I'm considering going to
Oh yeah,
Splash.
me too. I was thinking about going there too because I want to link up
Well,
with the.
I thought you were straight. The straight people don't come to Splash.
But I'm going there to see a real. I'm listen. Straight can go anywhere. I'm an ally to the community.
Right, you're the ally. You couldn't even get that out with a straight face, Wiley. You couldn't even let that come all the way out your mouth.
I'm an
And the thing
ally
that
to the
come in and out
community.
that mouth, young man, you
I
couldn't even let
definitely,
that come out your
I
mouth
definitely
without
want to see
laughing.
August because August is one of my top people I want to go see. Yeah, when
Oh,
I go.
August from Real Hot Boys.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get, no, I already talked to August. We'll get when I do go there. If I go for Splash, I'm gonna get up with August and
You
Ash. And
should. I mean, Splash is a good event. I hope it's
Ash
nice.
was just in here a little earlier. And I hit up August and stuff like that. Hit up some of the people, stuff like that, and Todd and stuff. See what they doing.
They said
Well,
straight people don't know what Splash
Jason,
is.
who is
They
the
do.
ally and is the straight man, said
I will be
straight.
there with a couple of my straight friends, my female friends. They want to go to Splash, so I'm going to Splash.
Tell us, the straight people don't know what Splash is. Okay, they'll call you brown out. Brown out is.
You is something else. I can't believe y'all trying to call me up this morning.
I ain't calling you out this morning, but hey, you called yourself out. Lord.
Oh,
Anyway, but yeah, feel free to if you send an invite, I might roll on over there and have a conversation. I might roll over there and have a conversation, definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Jason, look, Jason, you're not supposed to know what Splash is, Jason. Don't worry about it, Jason. You ain't supposed to know what Splash is. You just stay over there. And Eric, you don't know no parts of Splash because it's a whole lot of stuff get to splashing and splash. And you no parts of that, Jason. I'm telling you, you want no parts of it. Anyway,
Crazy.
oh man. Mm.
But it's good seeing you. I haven't seen you in forever, and I'm just so happy
I,
to.
like I said, I've been here. I'm still subscribed over there. I watch. I be in the bushes
Well, you
over
can
there.
always come down under the bushes, and you can hop on the live and talk. We welcome you. We love you.
Oh,
We looking for another candidate for two man and a lady. We breaking that panel back. So if you want to be the other man,
oh no, 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 no.
you
I
want
don't know. I don't know if my schedule allows for that type of stuff. And like I said, I'm gonna let you out there and do your thug dizzle over there straight,
Oh,
man.
come on now. Come on.
You and all your big people, you and your Tasha K friends and Storm Monroe friends, and stuff.
Oh, I love them. Shout out to them. They're family. Um,
Oh,
but
I'm
yeah,
sure.
I'm looking forward to seeing you when you come to Splash because I mean it's only a couple hours away from Dallas, so I want to make a drive, get me a beautiful hotel room, and do some interviews while I'm down there. I think that would be
That's
good.
what you call them, not interviews.
Yeah, interviews.
Yeah, that's
Professional.
what you're gonna be talking to the mic or telling people to talk into the mic.
I'm gonna put the mic right up to their face and say, "This is a question," and we ask you plenty of questions.
Mhm.
And it's
The
gonna be nice.
microphone right up to talk to the mic.
Yes, because I never been to Houston before, so this will be my first time
Houston
ever
is
visiting
great.
the
I
city.
every time I'm in Houston, I've never not had a good time in Houston. Houston is a fun time. It is a fun time. It's a lot going on.
Oh, that's a blessing.
It's a
That,
lot of microphones to talk into in Houston.
yes. I'm really looking forward to talking to as many as I can. I'll say that right now. 2, 3, 4. I'm at the same time because we love to talk.
Let me ask you a question. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you this, and then since you asked me, I
Uh-huh.
now inquiring around I told you I've been in the bushes watching certain videos and stuff like that. I heard that, and I know this may be a touchy subject, but I heard that while you were in the great District of Columbia, there was a glory hole incident that
Oh,
we never heard about. Is anybody want to shed any light on what happened with said glory hole? Was there a glory hole? Who was
there was
involved in
no Gloria Hall incident. It was just somebody that cooked no chicken and was mad because I went to the casino. Nobody went inside my
But
house.
no, no, no. For those people who don't know what a glory hole is, the glory hole is when you go to like a bathroom and the stall has a hole in it. You stick your meat in there for people to touch on and suck on and do all the things with. So the chicken don't got nothing to do with glory holes, sir. Was there a glory hole in the great
No,
of
nothing.
Columbia?
Nobody was in my glory hole at all. I was in somebody else's hole. But no, I think that individual was
Wait
on.
a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, Mr. Wiley. we all know you even admitted that somebody was in your glory hole when you were in DC. But that we ain't talk about that. We ain't talk about that. Was there an incident with a
It
glory
was
hole?
no incident. Everything
Okay,
was
I just
clean. It
verified.
was no incident. That individual was just mad because I didn't pay. He wanted me to pay for his share of the Airbnb, and I didn't because I was a guest. I
Oh,
don't
so
pay.
that was just a made up
It
thing.
wasn't
Said,
made up, yeah,
oh,
made up.
not just
But we still
the
love that
other
individual,
details.
him
We
and his
parceled out
rib
the other
cage.
details 2 years ago. What was that? About 2 years ago?
Almost about 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
about
Yeah.
2 years ago. We already hashed that out, but that came to light, a few days ago, and everybody was like, "Wait a minute, glory holes."
You
They're about to
you understand? Like these people still talk about that trip, and I haven't been to DC. It's been like what 2 years, but now I know when I go back to DC, I will have my own beautiful hotel room or suite, and I'm not gonna be let these people give me an Airbnb. I'm not gonna do that again, especially with a person that gets so emotional, got pots and pans and trying to fry chicken and all that type of good stuff. No, I
Isn't
am.
that the purpose of an Airbnb so you can cook and do all of that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
though?
that's what he did, but he didn't have no kitchen. He didn't get no Airbnb with a kitchen.
Oh dear God.
So he had all them pots, all them pans.
What were you cooking on if you ain't have no
We
chicken?
we we was gonna get a hot
Did
plate.
you have a hot plate or something?
I was like, I don't really need a hot plate. We could just go to the restaurant. He spent all that money, all that liquor he had. I don't drink, but he had a lot of liquor he purchased. He purchased a lot of bottles. So me, him, and Chocolate Bay was he came over, and then another person stuck their finger inside of my butthole without my knowledge.
Oh, wait, how somebody enter your body without your knowledge?
Without
You got to
without my permission,
research.
I would say without my permission, I was literally
Wait a
walking.
minute, because I was about to say if you didn't feel to go in, that means that you ain't got no walls and stuff just
No, let me
body.
revert that without my permission, and
Uh,
because I
wait,
took
who
a
put
shower
themselves, wait, who put parts of their body inside your
was
body?
that was the individual that invited me. His friend, he put his
None
finger in
of
my
the people
butt.
we've mentioned so far.
Huh?
None of the people we've mentioned so far are you talking
No,
about?
that person, the one that invited me to DC, that was his friend.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we if the story is gonna be telling about things entering your body when you're
Yeah, and
born.
he stuck this thick, uh, crusty finger inside of my butt, and
Did you take it out or did you allow it to stay there?
no, I said no. What are you doing? Because he was crusty and unattractive. He
Did
just
it come
wasn't
out
my
clean?
type, and I
Did the
like
finger
that
come
guy.
out clean?
You said what now?
Did the finger come out
Of
clean?
course it did. I just took a hot shower. I was really, looking good, smelling good, because I had left outside because, DC gets really hot in the summer. So I took me a shower and I had a towel around me. Or was it a robe? I think it was a robe from one of the hotels that he stole one of the robes from. But anyhow, that's another story. But
Don't
yeah,
like have extra robes and towels just for that purpose because they know we're gonna take them, but whatever, that's not what.
yeah.
So let me clarify. There was no glory hole incident.
There was
Okay.
no Glory Hole incident.
And
Absolutely not.
someone, and we never got the part about somebody sticking their fingers inside your booty hole without your permission. I mean, at first you said you ain't feel it, but now you are clarifying and said that it
It
was
was
without.
without my permission.
Let's also clarify that it is stated that when the finger came out, it was allegedly clean.
It was clean. It's allegedly.
Record, record show. I don't want words to be meant because you know how the people are. People go click live. They go start talking about it, and then I want your side of the story to come out right because there's a lot of new people to the beef sector, and they didn't know. They don't know what happened.
Uh
Um,
yeah, it was clean, and that what happened. I can't wait to go back to DC though. DC is a beautiful city. I love the people, the scenery, the White House, and everything. But it was a terrible experience because I got a drink thrown in my face as well when I was in DC. That was the first time ever an alcoholic beverage were thrown in my face by
wait a wait a minute. Wait a minute. You ain't never had an alcoholic drink thrown in your face. Hey,
never.
honey iced tea. Never.
Never had a. No, not when I got to DC and we was at Airbnb and I was laughing, because I'm human. I laugh a lot, and I just alcohol drink was just started in my face. My eyes were burning, and yeah, it was a very sad um, situation.
Have you suffered any post trauma
No
after that?
trauma, no trauma. I haven't really thought about that one, so I just brought it
Your
back up.
booty hole is still the same afterwards? Because allegedly, more than just fingers entered your rectum. Are you still the same back there? Is all of the
Everything
factories
is everything is honestly good.
all
Ever
still
since I
attached? Or
became a born again straight man, everything that I did in that other lifestyle doesn't bother me anymore.
so when you talk to your women, do you tell them your history and proclivities for having things?
Um,
Like, do you get
some I
paid?
do. Most of the time, they
Do
already
you
know.
get
I
paid?
meet them. Most of them already know that I have because I have a YouTube channel and they get to know me through this channel. But
But no, no. Do you get pegged? Since you're straight, do you let these straight women peg
no,
you?
I don't do that. I think that is like so weird having a woman do anything. That take away from my manhood if I have a woman do that. Absolutely not. Absolutely, I would never let a woman enter my back door doing any type of activity. And I would
But
enter
you'll let some
hers
random
and her
but
back.
you'll let some. Wait a minute, but you'll let some random dude enter your back door without your knowledge or permission.
Well, no, he
That
did
was
it
back
without
in
my
the day.
permission,
That was
and
back in
um,
the day.
and I turned and I looked up like, dude, what are you doing? And he really thought he was going to get some of this delicious chocolate, but I'm not going to buy them from nobody. I
Delicious.
haven't bought
Wait a
them.
minute. Well, hold on, Wally. Word of the day, delicious. Because you're adding words to the vernacular. Delicious. Chocolate. Just want y'all to know word of the day. All right, go ahead. Finish. So you didn't want
So
to get any of
yeah,
that
but like I
luscious
said,
chocolate.
it was that moment, and yeah,
Do you
I would.
tell us who threw a drink on you? It
The
might
boy
have been BS, so it might have been Chocolate Bay or somebody I
No,
know.
the person that threw the drink on me was Rico. He threw the drink. It wasn't Chocolate Bay.
Oh,
It was Rico. He was really angry and upset because me and Chocolate Bay a day before we were intimate. We were kissing and all of that good stuff, playing around. And he was angry that we was not joining him and his friend that sticked his finger in my butt. He was mad that we didn't join their um, their action or what they were doing.
so wait a minute, Wiley. You just go throw Chocolate Bay, a friend of mine, under the bus and try to say that Chocolate Bay was over here, and you are alleging that that young man. Let me ask you a question,
Hmm.
Mister.
Yes.
Are you projecting on Chocolate Bay because maybe you wanted him
No,
to
we were
see
kissing.
him
We were
and
intimate. And Rico
you
busted in
maybe
on us.
imagined
This is a true
this?
story. Rico busted in on us, and he even talked about it hundreds of times. I really don't want to talk about it anymore because he would be crying, drinking,
What
falling.
you talking about it? Why you keep bringing up?
I don't know why I'm bringing it
You
up.
said you don't want to
But
talk
yes,
about something. You
me and
keep
Chocolate Bay
introducing
was
me
very
into
intimate.
the
Me and Chocolate Bay were intimate, and the
Wait a
Airbnb.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Okay.
When you get intimate, because that some people can take that a long way. Nothing entered your body, right?
Oh, nothing. It's about like just
Yeah. So
we were just
I
kissing.
just want to
We were just
clarify there
kissing.
was no,
Kissing.
yeah, there was no,
No.
yeah, okay. Making sure. Ladies out there who want some parts of Marquise Wiley, just remember, even though he's had things enter his body on multiple occasions, he's still a regular
But
straight.
listen, but I would tell you this. It was I don't take any of that back. I don't want to take any of that back or go back and erase that from my mind because it was a part of my life. It was a great storyline for the B sector. Speaking about the B sector, that was a great storyline. DC Gate and Vegas. I think the most publicity was given to DC Gate than Vegas. So some of you all, the new guys, y'all didn't know nothing about Vegas, but y'all knew about DC Gate. And it was only about a handful of us there. And you'd have thought that it was hundreds of people due to all the drama. Due to all the drama. Do you want to go to DC one year with me, L Teddy? Or we,
No, 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 no. I just came from DC, bro. I
you
just
don't want to
came
do a
from
DC gay part two?
DC. last month. I had a great time. A good time was had by all while I was in DC last month. Hung out with my sis, really big, and some
Oh,
people. Um,
I,
but yeah,
that's great. That is so great. You
have didn't have the festivities that you had, dear God.
I really like DC. I visited the White
Mm.
House.
It,
Was
it
my
sounds like you like DC. It sounds like you really liked
DC
it.
was good. It was good despite the stuff that happened. I did overall and had an amazing time, amazing trip. But yeah, it's so good talking to you all today. Like I said, I missed you. I really missed you on that panel.
Oh, somebody
Uh,
back there choking.
no, nobody choking. That's somebody up and interrupted my interview. But anyhow,
Oh, because I don't want stuff to be, entering people's bodies without their permission and they choking and
no, it's
stuff.
good. It's all good. Somebody's waking up, and I'm an early bird, so I get up and I do shows. That's why I love talking to you because you're an educator, and I just love you, L. Teddy. It's just something special about you. I
Need I
do
forget
miss
that I
you.
was called a janitor for a long time by you, sir. You think I forgot that you said that there was no way I could be an educator, that I was
Oh
somebody's
my God, I
janitor.
forgot
Do I
all
need to
about
remind
that.
you of that, sir?
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. The fuck? You said that I was the fucking janitor. Do you remember that, Miss Wiley?
Wait, I'm so
You
sorry.
laughing.
But when I'm doing jokes, I just do jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But I always, but like I said, you was really great on the panel. What happened? Because you was so awesome on that
Don't
panel.
try to change the subject to the panel where you said that I was a janitor. Do you
I apologize for that.
remember?
I apologize for saying that you are an educator, and we need more black men in education, working in education. I honestly would say, yeah, yeah. I'm so sorry for calling you a janitor. That was my apologies. It was a joke, and it wasn't a joke. That wasn't right. Shout out to Spiller Boy TV. They said Spiller Boy TV is in here. Hey, Spiller Boy
Yeah,
TV.
come on.
We love Spiller Boy TV over here. I personally love him. I read his book, and
Nope, 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 nope. Because you finna try to go down. I'm not gonna let you do that, sir. See,
no,
unlike
I
some
just said I did.
hold. Unlike some people in the beef sector, we would not bring people up here on this good stream yard and up on the panel. I ultimately have control over what is done and said and stuff like
I
that.
feel you.
Like some of these other people who just let people come on and nilly willy just do and say whatever the fuck ever. We don't do. Nappy Child, can you drop the link for me just in case somebody who wants to come on before I get off of here? I still got a little bit
But
of
I just
time.
want to say, this experience, just talking with you, just really just made me just want to get back into doing panel shows on camera
I
and
don't really care for
avatar.
panels too much. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't care for a lot of the panels in the beef sector
I don't know me either.
because people get real. People. What amazes me is you have a lot of people that let people on and people say stuff about other people, and they one either don't correct them, and then two try to act like they're innocent in it when they, clearly are the ones in control of them. But
That's
whatever. Let me
right.
share.
You're right. And they don't even want to show their face. And what I
I
got
don't
is
either. Now, I hate that the beef sector has morphed into that because back in the day, in the beef sector, you showed your face. It wasn't no hiding from people, but it's a lot of
you show
scary.
the face, and that what made me get out because a big piece of my comedy works when I can see your face. That the reason why I had commentaries about the gentleman's panel is because I can see the members. But if they were under avatars, I wouldn't have no commentary because I make fun of the hosts.
And some of the same people who be talking about Avatar Nation clearly are part of Avatar Nation because 80, 90, 95% of their video, they're behind the avatar. So clearly you must like
Right.
Avatar Nation, but you will be talking about Avatar Nation. Make the shit make sense.
Right. Absolutely. You're so right about that. But thank you. I don't want to hold you up. I just came on here to talk to you because I love you. And if you need me to come on a show or do something, I'm always down to come on.
All right, Mr. Wiley. Thank
All
you
right.
for coming.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Marquise Wiley. Catch him over on the Wiley Show. How? Where's Abby when I need her to sing? How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Only in the house of debauchery do we end up talking about glory holes and fingers entering people's bodies this early in the morning. Ain't even 10:30 yet. It's not even 7:30 on the West Coast, but we got people talking about glory holes. That would be it's my fault. I did introduce the glory hole. Anybody else would like to come up here? I thought I was getting off and then saw somebody in the background and singing in the background. I saw somebody in the background. Oh, oh dear God. Oh dear God. Anyway, I think I'm going to get off for real this time. Yeah. Look down. I don't see nobody else down there. Okay, good. It's 10:18, but I was talking about the West Coast, Mr. Pisces. Anyway, um, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Lord. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out of here.